What you are seeing in the 3D doesn't matter because it is an echo. It is the past. You're not really manifesting things outside of you. You are shifting, you are changing, and then you are seeing a different reflection outside of you. And it's not even really outside of you because there is nothing outside of you. And when you visualize, when you do a process, when you embody the energy of what it is you're wanting more of, you actually receive it in that moment. And if you're wondering, okay, how do I make it actually show up in the reflection in the 3D? Keep watching. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet. I'm a manifestation coach helping you to quantum jump to your highest timeline. If you enjoy this content, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and tap that bell icon. If you would like to work together, that information's in the description box below, as well as the link to my meditation channel. The 3D is dead. It is old shadows. It is old reflections of you. The 3D, your third dimensional physical reality that you're seeing, experiencing right now, is an echo of who you have been. Not of who you are now, but who you have been. So the 3D is the past. And I mentioned this in a previous video. If the 3D is the past, is a past reflection or old shadows that don't hold creative power or meaning to them, then why would you try to change the past? Why would you feel like you need to change what's out there or fix what's out there or try to get to that next step, that next level, that next layer of your life out there by changing all these things, when they are simply reflections, simply projections, simply echoes of who you have been? When you visualize, when you go within and experience what it is you're saying you want more of, when you do a manifestation process or you're embodying the energy of what it is you want, when you are doing that process, you are literally not only experiencing it in that moment, but you are receiving it in that moment. You are receiving what it is you say you want more of in that moment, not in the next. There is no future. There's only this one now moment that we are experiencing. Now, here's a really, really big piece of this that can really just take this to the next level for you. What if after you've done whatever process, you actually acknowledge, or if there's something that you're saying, I want that outside of me, like I want love or I want excitement or joy, and you go within and you give that thing that you're saying, I want that out there in the desires and the goals and the things of my life, the areas of my life, I want that. If you go within and you give that to yourself in the moment or through actions and behaviors as well throughout your day, what if you allowed that experience, those moments, those actions, those emotions to be everything that you really want? To acknowledge that not only do you have it, but you just experienced it. And you are not actually needing it in any way to show up in the 3D reflection. Like, really hear what I'm saying. If you're saying in this moment, I desire to feel more free because maybe right now in my relationship, I don't feel free. Or maybe in my job, I don't feel free. Or in my money, my income, I don't really feel freedom and I want freedom. And in this moment, if you were to visualize a scenario and feel that freedom, or just going within and feel it, therefore giving to yourself what you're actually wanting, experiencing it in the moment, if you were to do that, you just now have exactly what you said you wanted a moment ago. You have it because everything is in this one now moment. Everything you need and desire is in this one now moment. There's no insistence that this has to now show up in my 3D. You're not doing it for that purpose. You're doing it for the purpose, for the intention of giving to yourself what it is you say you want. You can do this with physical manifestations like a car, that you want to be driving a new car or a new house or cooking in a new kitchen or being in that relationship or feeling the love that you want to feel in your relationship, or the amount of money and going within and spending that money in your imagination or feeling how it feels to have that amount of abundance, and not from any kind of intention of I'm trying to manifest this thing, so let me go and do this process to try and manifest this thing. It is acknowledging I have it right now. Let me go and live it. Let me go experience it. And there is no insistence or like intention of now I need it to show up in the 3D. When is it going to come in? It's like, no, I just gave it to myself. I now have it. I just experienced it. If I want to experience it again, let me go within and let me experience it again, or let me script it, whatever works for you. Let me imagine it. Let me feel it. However, like, use your creativity with this. This automatically makes, and very quickly makes it actually reflect back to you in the 3D, because you're acknowledging you have it, you're experiencing it, you're living it, and you're not doing any kind of process or taking any kinds of actions from a place of I'm trying to get this. So you're in the energy of having it, of I have this thing. You're in the frequency that matches that experience. But again, if you do this to try and get something, you're back in the old self. You're back in an energy that is not a match to what you want. Oftentimes you're kind of putting yourself smaller than the thing that you really want and putting this thing up on a pedestal, trying to still get it. But if you can be very honest with yourself when you're doing this, be very, very clear that you're only going into this visualization, this process you're doing, you're going within right now to experience it, to go play in that situation, to go drive in that car, to go feel the freedom or the love or the excitement that you want to be feeling, to do that in the imagination. Then not only do you will see that in your 3D, because you're acknowledging I have this thing. There's no distinction. You're not making this distinction between what I'm experiencing within and what's in the 3D. Most people are putting them as completely separate things of like, yes, I'm visualizing and experiencing it within, but when is it going to be in the 3D? So it's kind of creating separation, the illusion of separation, because you're still coming from need and lack and trying to make things move into 3D, which is a reflection. You don't have to try to make things move into the 3D. You don't have to try to fix or change anything. In fact, you can't. It's a reflection. You can't change the reflection by, doing things out here. You change yourself in some way, then you get a different reflection. You shift to a parallel version of your life that already exists, that has all these things, that has these changes, where you are this different person and you have this different life. Nothing actually changed. You moved to a different parallel version of your life. So like I said, not only will it show up in the reflection if you do it in this way, but you will literally feel like you already have what you want in the moment, because you do already. Like you actually do. You have literally everything. You are everything. And you're giving whatever you're wanting more of in this moment. You're immediately fulfilling that desire in the moment. You're immediately going within or doing something, even if it's taking an action in your life. We're here to live a physical reality, right? So action is fun and important. Or you're going within, or you're just conjuring up the emotions, or you're imagining something. All of that you can do to completely fulfill whatever desire you have in this moment. Because whatever it is you're looking for, there is something at the core of it. There's a feeling. There's something I'm actually looking for. Either it is the more expanded version of me, it's a representation of that. And so as I move toward this new desire or goal, I'm actually expanding into more of me, or it's something that right now, because it's both of these things. It's something that right now I'm looking for in this desire, this goal, this outcome that currently I am not giving myself. And when I give what I am looking for to myself in the moment, the desire is fulfilled. I have actually received it. So if this is what I'm doing and I'm doing it just to actually experience it in the moment, then I will see it in the 3D anyway, because I actually changed. So I will get a different reflection. So there's no need to ever try and change the past shadows, like literally like shadows outside of you. And like I mentioned, there is nothing actually outside of you. It's a projection, it's very holographic. A projection of your consciousness is what you are seeing, but it's actually existing and happening within you. So when you are, again, visualizing or imagining or experiencing something that you want within, you're always literally experiencing that thing, but it's what meaning you give it. Because you are a creator and, a very powerful one, you can really make it seem like the imagination is not real, when that's the actual real reality. And the 3D is just a projection of who you have been for the most part. You can say that the 3D is the real. When I see it in physical reality, then it's real, then I know it's real, then I actually have received it. You can say it like that, that's not the truth, but you can create that illusion for yourself. You're that free to do so. You can say that when I imagine something, when I go within, that's not really real. Like I need it to manifest out here. So if you stop making that distinction and creating this separation, because there's no real separation, again, the 3D's a symbolized representation, reflection of your consciousness. And if you are not stating that it's so different, it's more important, placing so much importance on this and I got to do all these things to change it, then it won't be that way for you. You will see that what you experience within is what you experience in the projection. Your imagination is the reality. You are reality itself. The reality you think you're living in is just actually you. So if you can practice this, like I encourage you to practice this, it is magic. It is incredible. If you stop insisting that you need it to be in the 3D, which again is creating this illusion of separation between what you're imagining and out there. If you stop needing it to show up out there and you're like, I'm living it, I have it. Like, let me close my eyes and I'm there. I'm living at that place. I'm on holiday. I am feeling free. I'm happy, or I'm in that relationship, or whatever it is. I'm reaching, like I have that amount of money. I'm going, like I just spent that money. I just experienced that life. And there's no, now I need it to try and manifest it out here. Like how, when, so there's none of that. I have it. Let me go within and see that I have it. Let me go and play with that, play in that scenario, that situation. Let me go experience it. Let me feel it. And that's it. I don't need it out there. I have everything I need and want here. And since this, you are the actual real reality, you are reality itself, by doing this, you automatically get those reflections in your life or something better. So don't need it to show up in the 3D. Acknowledge that there is no real importance to the 3D. Have fun with it. Like have fun in your physical life as a physical, like human being, because you are here to live a physical life and to take action and to do the things that you love, to live more in the moment, to have more fun. But whatever it is you're wanting more of, go within, give that thing to yourself in the moment, fulfill the desire, experience it, acknowledge that this is like you have this, like you are living it, you just lived it, because that's actually true. When you go into imagination and you feel it, whatever the desire is, the outcome, you tuned into a parallel reality, another timeline where you are living it now, where it is happening now. It is very real, and it is more real than the 3D because that is past shadows. All right, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you apply this, put it into practice. Let me know how you go. If you did enjoy this, let me know by commenting down below, giving this video a thumbs up, sharing it, and subscribing. If you would like to apply to work together one-on-one, that information is in the description box below as well. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.